Hey, welcome to another episode of Sticky Situation. We're back here down in St. George, making repairs on things that should have happened in the original beginning, but at the time we didn't have what we needed. Didn't have the proper tools, didn't have the proper materials, didn't have the proper lot of things. And because of that, it caused other problems structurally, which I knew was going to happen, but I was in a hurry and trying to slap things together. So anyway, you remember in my original video when we were making this window bigger, I put in this temporary lintel just to kind of support the bricks a little bit. I knew it wasn't strong enough. I knew I needed a 4-inch angle iron in order to do that, but I didn't have it. That's the only piece I had at Home Depot at the time was that little piece of angle iron. Not enough, and because of that, maybe you can see in here. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. There's a nice crack in the window. Kind of see that? Goes all the way down. Why did that happen? Because there's a lot of pressure right here in the center. And it pushed down on this window. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a bow in there. I thought maybe it wouldn't be too bad, but it was enough. Enough to put pressure down there, and then the pressure released through the glass. Not enough to break the whole window out or cause it so the window still opens and closes fine, but it's just that little bit of pressure. Just enough to make it back. So, what I'm going to do today is bust this lintel back out and cut it a little bit bigger so I can put an actual piece of rebar angle iron in there. Rebar angle iron. Bar angle iron anyway. So we'll be able to make it bigger. I got a big enough piece. It should go all the way out here. I'll come in, I'll cut it out with the saw a little bit deeper if I have to, and then slip that angle iron all the way in there, and then we'll redo the stucco around it since we didn't actually finish doing the color stucco back here. Not really a big deal on that part. I'll just grind it out, put the angle iron in there a little bit, recessed, and go from there. So yeah, that's what happens when you do things in a hurry without the proper tools. So let's get that angle iron out. You can see where it's dipping over here. It's not straight across. I'll have to push it up. Yeah, it's got that little teeny dip that just hangs down about 1/8 of an inch. So we'll push it in, see what happens. Well, it's in. Might be a bit to get it. Because now it's sticking out a little bit past. It's got that 1/8 inch bump coming out off the edge. So we may have to grind that down a little bit and then put the stucco coat over it. The stucco coat should float high enough that it'll hide it. And then when we put the foam trim around the windows, it should hide it the rest of the way. So not too worried about it, but at least now it's in, it's level. It's taking the pressure off this window. Just got to replace that pane. Now we should be good to go. So, you know, like we say, stick with it. You got this. Even if you screwed up the first time, you can always finish it right the second time, or third, or fourth, or whatever, you know, however many times it takes. Just stick with it, right? So thanks for watching. Hope that'll make some of you guys happy. I know a couple people were stressed about how bad that first one was, and I agree. It bugged me the whole time for months. It's been like, it's such a bad thing, but it's done now. It's done right. Got my 4-inch angle iron in there. This thing's not dropping down at all. Supported on both sides. Got cinder block wall on this side, cinder block wall covering that side. See, so you can see how it laps past the window, so it sits on the walls on both sides, so that keeps it from sagging down in. And that should do it. So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by, friends, and remember, like and subscribe as usual, and stick around for this other video coming up. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you on the next one.